Hello everyone. In this video, we're picking out and sharing the latest topics about Asia. From one of the most famous Reddit-style forums in Japan. Even if you don't understand Japanese, we've translated everything into English subtitles and audio. So you can join the conversation as if you were in Japan. So, let's dive into the discussions happening in Japan. A Japanese university professor has released a report on relations between Japan and China, outlining 3 asymmetrical trends that have become entrenched under the current political system. First, while Japanese people are increasingly unlikely to travel to China, large numbers of Chinese nationals continue to flow into Japan as international students and tourists. Second, although Chinese people are a familiar presence in Japan, many Japanese lack an understanding of China itself and have little visibility into what is actually happening inside the country. Third, the report points to a sharp contrast within Chinese society. Wealthy Chinese who visit Japan tend to hold favorable impressions of the country, whereas socially disadvantaged groups within China are more likely to harbor hostile sentiments toward Japan. The report argues that there is a structural mechanism through which frustrations among China's socially vulnerable populations are redirected and absorbed via criticism of Japan on social media and other platforms. The findings have triggered a wide range of reactions within Japan, with voices both in support of and opposed to the report emerging domestically.
When even the rich and the so-called intellectuals come to Japan and still act like that, it's honestly beyond hopeless. Yeah, I'd like to visit China too, but there are Chinese people there, so nope. Also, let's be real. There's no such thing as symmetry in relationships between countries. With any country, there are fundamental, sometimes fatal differences in values. China's economic downturn is getting serious, and honestly, it feels like they're also thinking, if war breaks out, we can just use these people as operatives. The top tier of Chinese society is smart, or at least very sharp, and no surprise they don't listen to anything the CCP says. Seriously, stop giving scholarships to foreign students already. Our own students are drowning in student loans just to go to college. Japan needs to crack down hard on illegal Airbnbs and unlicensed taxi services. China is locked down tight, while Japan is wide open to the point of being defenseless. Of course this happens. Japan should use this moment to enforce strict reciprocity. Chinese people tend to flee China, then cluster together and build mini versions of the CCP wherever they go, which eventually makes those places harder to live in. Japanese people don't have the money to go to China in the first place. They say Chinese intellectuals and wealthy visitors to Japan have a positive impression of the country. But honestly, that sounds pretty suspicious too. Yeah, very suspicious. You can't judge this by Japanese standards. Their good impression is purely about whether it benefits them. Nationality means basically nothing to them. They migrate wherever they can make money, and then build Chinese enclaves wherever they land. Just because they come to Japan doesn't mean they'll integrate into Japanese society or contribute to the country. A tiny minority might, but clan-based society is deeply ingrained. Leave it unchecked, and the country gets taken over. Thailand, where crimes like drug trafficking involving Chinese nationals surged, has decided to tighten visa rules for Chinese citizens, citing relaxed visa policies as the cause. A visa-free policy meant to boost tourism was exploited by criminal organizations. This isn't just happening in Japan. Chinese nationals are moving abroad in massive numbers, not just to Western countries like the US and Australia, but even into border cities in Russia. Eventually, they'll make a move.
Did you find this video interesting? We'll keep bringing you fun topics from Japan's online community. Please subscribe to the channel and drop some comments.